Hey, what's up, wrestling friends and family? On today's show, we are tackling the IWC. We are looking at the outright outrageous and their awful tweets. Welcome. It's me, JB, the man sitting next to me on screen, the best Chris in all of wrestling podcast, Mr. Chris Dredd. And we're doing something, aren't we?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What?
Yeah. Let's let's talk about it quickly. 10% off your energy drink needs if you order from Wraith Energy and you stick our code in, which is of course grapple. Get that 10%. Enjoy your
Oh,
drink. What you drink? What flavor you got?
Slayer Mango, fam.
Oh, okay.
Jeez.
Cult Cola.
Oh,
Cult
yep.
with an
I
L.
wanted to try that, bro. What's it saying?
Tastes like cola.
Tastes like cola, bro.
What more do you need?
You know what? I was thinking I'd like to try it with fizzy water. I didn't know whether it would be like, because some people want that sort of that hit of the fizzy as well with their fucking energy drink, you know? Well, not I say you have to bleep that out, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah. But
I
yeah,
won't.
the other brands and all that, just they're a
Yeah.
bit fizzy and that, aren't they? So, but yeah, get on that Rafe Energy. There's actually a deal on over the next 24 hours. The video probably won't come out then, but we will tweet it. Over the next 24 hours, when you buy a pot, you get 10 free sachets that you can pick different flavors to try
Okay.
different flavors. So they do that quite a lot. When you spend X amount of money, you can get loads of free samplers, which are ultimately these things here. So these every time you spend X amount of money, you're getting 10 or 20 or whatever free ones of these. And this means you can try all the different flavors because they've got all the different flavors there. So you might not want to buy a pot of something if you haven't tried it yet, but if you know there's one that you like and it's banging, you get the pot and then you can get all these samplers to mix it up and then try new flavors and all that. So fucking do that. Please do that. It helps out the show. You get something cool. 10% off. Promo code Grapple in the link in the description.
You'll
Rafe
see it.
Energy.
You'll see it on the running news ticker that we have up on our
Our
videos.
fucking boys at Rafe, yeah? Big up yourselves. Mm. But I'm going to need some of that Rafe energy for these fucking tweets right here. So,
Yeah. So we've decided to pick out, or I've surprised Chris with a few tweets that I've found over the. This is only over the past week, man.
bro,
Like this is literally over the past week, and it is the land of the Wallies, the land of the plonkers, whatever
yeah,
you want to call it,
it is.
the half-wits, the cretins, the oafs. I mean, there are some really bad tweets in there, and obviously, every now and again we will call one out on X, and oh, it went a little bit haywire last night, and we will get to that. The person that created accounts just to carry on conversations with us.
Because you blocked him.
Yeah, how sad. So
How hilariously sad.
indeed. So let's get into it. Let's do that. Let's do
Dude,
that first tweet that I found. And this is a classic. This is, I mean, we're not going to name names. There's no point. We're not going to give them that sort of.
are you going to put them on screen in the edit now and just black out the name or something or
I am
what?
indeed. Yeah. You're not going to see their names. You're just going to see what
I
they've
can see,
tweeted.
we can see their names though.
And sweet Jesus, this first one, I'm going to read it out to you, Chris. You got to tell me what you think.
Okay.
Riho from AEW, former AEW Women's Champion, I believe. Riho clears Bret Hart. I'm sorry. That was the tweet.
Oh, what a plonker!
Riho clears Bret Hart.
I mean, where do you even fucking start with that? On what in what I'm going a bit fucking Mickey Flanagan here. In what reality, yeah, in what realm of existence, yeah, is that even is that even a fucking thought in someone's head? In what reality is Riho even close to Bret the Hitman Hart in any way, shape, or form? Just generally, let alone in a fucking wrestling ring. How? How? Is there a picture of Riho by a lake in Canada in double denim?
There isn't. As
No.
far as I'm aware, there is
No.
not. So strike
Is
one.
she?
Yeah.
Is she the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be? No.
Strike
Right?
two.
Did she do her time in the dungeon? No. Has
There
she
you
ever
go.
punched Vince McMahon in the face? No. Right? These are all things aside from.
Is Riho a true Canadian hero? Is that what you got to ask yourself?
Yeah, no, she's not, right? Like I say, in what realm of reality? I swear, this can't be a real take. It can't be.
It's someone's take, and yeah,
Bro, I told you I'm gonna need this Wraith energy to get through
you
these
are.
because already, mate, mate, like I say, it can't be a real take. Surely there's no one who watches wrestling that can even ingest say that Riho is even close to Bret Hart in a wrestling capacity.
It's like I said, these tweets are gonna be, they're gonna, you know, G you up a bit. That's all they're gonna do. I don't really know what more to say about that first one.
When like, samurais and that, yeah. Like when samurais like kill people and that, right? So samurais go out and they do all this wild shit and they will like slice people up, they'll kill a load of people, go out in a war and all that, yeah. When they come home to balance out all that negative energy from killing, they'll do something sort of like artistic. So they'll like play an instrument or like do some art or something. Like, bro, I beg you, yeah, you can't put me through this. You know what I'm like, bro. You know what you're doing, right?
Yeah, I do know what I'm doing.
You know what you're
I know
doing, right?
exactly what I'm doing. Yeah.
So like, you're feeding me this, and I've got to go sleep tonight. Yeah. So like the samurais, after going out on some mad fucking rampage with my rampage, excuse the pun, with my samurai sword, you've got to let me do something calming after this. So maybe can we open a couple of packs of these cards that I've got, bro? We can maybe see what pulls we get.
I thought we were saving them for TikTok Live.
We can do a little. We can do actually. I've got, mate. We can do one today. You've got to let me do one, but I've got all these for TikTok.
Right.
Don't worry.
Let's continue on with these
But
tweets
anyway,
because
that ain't even a real take. That ain't even a real tweet, bro. So I don't know what your sources are, yeah, but they're worse than any sources that you can. That's not real.
as Del Boy would say, what a plonker.
What a bunch of wallies.
Yeah. Cheers, Del. Okay, next one. This is all caps, so they're obviously really angry and need to shout this.
No cap. Yeah, let's go.
Fuck the ratings and fuck the Fed. Oh, fucking Fed. They are both the same shit. People who watch WWE instead of AEW deserve jail.
Don't believe it. What a plonker. What a plonker.
Your words, Chris.
Again, it's is this real? Is this someone just having a laugh? They've got to be trolling.
This is genuine. This is
it
one of those accounts that is pure AEW. It's part of a cult.
Bro, and they've got sky blue as their profile picture.
Yes. Yeah, we can show that. No, like I'm not showing names though, but
what did the other one have? Oh, the other one had a Kirby with a fucking all elite fucking cap on. You fucks. You fucks. How dare you fucking besmirch Kirby like that?
So please, Chris, give me your honest opinions on what this person has been saying.
They're like some fucking dollar store Iron Sheik. Fuck the ratings. Fuck the Fed. You know what I mean? They're trying to give it that chic energy.
People who watch WWE instead of AEW deserve jail. That's the line.
But that doesn't make any sense. Again, these people are. Oh, so there was.
I knew this was going to be fun.
There was that thing, right? There was something came out and said that apparently, I don't believe it for a second, and I don't know what the baseline was how they actually got the results for this, but they said that apparently AEW fans are a higher IQ than WWF fans
And have more money. Yes.
and have more money, right? That I believe is a load of shit.
I think that's
a-
Dave Meltzer, like in his own way, like maybe canvassing like 4 or 5 people and saying he's done this big focus group when he hasn't. Again, dirt sheet shit.
Yeah, it's dirt sheet
Yeah.
shit. It's absolutely when you are looking at tweets like this, there is no way that this person has an IQ above a bowl of rice, bro. There's no. That's it.
He's a Findus man, and you know it.
This is fucking subhuman. These are fucking subhumans, bro. They're not even humanoids.
Yeah. All caps as well. Like
All caps.
you got to be
coming.
really mad. Yeah. And I'm sorry if this offends the AEW fans, the genuine, like relatively normal, cool AEW fans,
Yeah.
if you're out there,
Yeah.
who just want to watch the show and mind your business. Like, then there's this cult, weird, very, very odd basement dwelling, foolish, angry little trolls that feel like they have to scream and shout into the void.
But even the fact of fuck the ratings and fuck the Fed. You know do you know the two things that annoy me when I'm looking online and reading
word
wrestling
Fed.
stuff? Yeah. When
Yeah.
people say the Fed and when they say e-drones.
Yeah, it makes you tired, doesn't it?
No, they get on my fucking nerves. They really get on my wick, right? And you know what I mean, brothers? Like they fucking get on my wick, mate. So when I see someone saying the Fed or e-drones keep crying and all this shit, and I'm like, oh my God, I hate you. I don't even know you, but I fucking despise you. When I read shit like this, it makes all philosophy of, people say, oh, we're all one. We're not all one. I'm not nothing to do with this fucking dickhead. Like, I don't want nothing to do with this fucking.
They're zeros, man. Like,
Unbelievable. So people watch WWE instead of AEW deserve jail.
yes.
Okay, then. Fine.
Are they showing WWE in the jail?
I mean, hopefully that's the whole point, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
You know?
Oh boy. Yeah, have a drink because I've got another good one.
That fucking slaying mango's hitting different.
It's keeping you going, right?
Keeping me going, man. It's keeping that energy.
This is only the third tweet.
Let's go.
So this one is this one's about Collision. Where the collider's at. Okay. People want to say, where's the story? When they couldn't see a story being told in the ring if their life depended on it. Now I know what they're alluding to. They're alluding to the recent Bryan Danielson and Shibata match where they were sat in the ring slapping each other for a couple of minutes. Hell of a shit spot. Believe me, it was garbage. And it's not our thing, but saying that, you can't see a story if your life depended on it. Like, people get so upset when their favorite thing, which isn't that good in the first place, gets trashed. Like,
but so basically they're saying that them two people sitting on the floor smacking each other in the face, that is telling the story.
apparently that's real wrestling to them, yeah.
Well, it's not telling the story, first of all.
No.
It's not real wrestling. Anyone can sit down and slap each other for real in the face.
We could do that, yeah.
We can do that. Anyone can do that. That is not wrestling. Wrestling is when, I'm sorry to fucking break some people's fucking feelings, hurt their feelings, but wrestling is when you're pretending that you're hurting the other person, but you're not really hurting them. That's why it's an art. That's why it's an art form. Yeah? That's why people like Bret Hart got upset, because his punches were fucking fantastic and he's never hurt anyone in his life. That's why he got so pissed off when he got kicked in the head. You know what I mean? He said that he'd never really hurt no one in the ring, and that's the whole fucking point. That's the art form of it. You're supposed to be making it look fucking horrible and not really supposed to be hurting each other. That's the whole point. Myself and JB, met each other in that environment, and we were supposed to be making it look like we was kicking the fuck out of each other, but we weren't actually doing it. We could have gone to training. We could have sat around. Fuck it. Matty could have even joined us in a little freeway. Yeah, we could have sat there in a little free. And Gilbert, fuck it, we'll have all four of us there, right? Slapping each other in the fucking face. That's not wrestling, mate. That's not how you wrestle.
Oh.
Yeah. So
I've lost my light. That's not good, is it?
he's lost his light. You see what happens when you saying these fucking? It's like, bruv, you know what happened? These basement dwellers, when you read their tweets, it kills your light and makes you feel like you're in a basement. So it is now you've become a troglodyte from these are cave dwellers, not even basement dwellers, bruv. These are fucking troglodytes, bruv. They live in a cave somewhere.
Oh, gone again. Oh, piece of shit. Look at
You
this.
know,
Kane's going to come out in a minute, I think, or the Undertaker.
It got to be Kane. Oh no, we can't say that anymore.
No.
Fuck. So, yeah,
sorry, just get the light for me, please. Light stop working. Oh no.
What is it? Your ring light?
Yeah. Terrible.
There you go. He's back.
Back in the game. Right.
He's fucking
Apologies.
So people that want to say where's the story when they couldn't see a story being told in the ring, if their life depends on it, right?
Yeah.
Let me break this down as well. I'm going to go into this tweet a little bit. Telling a story in the ring is something like this. Telling a story in the ring is the build up to a match. You've had something happen, or so for example, as I've said before, I'm watching through all of the WrestleMania, okay, back to back, and it angers me again because I've seen many a fucking Kurt Angle match that deserves 5 stars.
Yeah, of course.
I've literally just watched Kurt Angle versus Heartbreak Kid. What a match, bro! What a fucking phenomenal match.
Yeah.
Right? Deserved 5 stars. The match before that Kurt Angle was in, you know, Eddie Guerrero.
WrestleMania 20, yeah, and Shawn Michaels 21, yeah, that was
yeah,
good shit.
You know, telling a story in the ring is ankle lock versus sweet chin music or something, right?
Yeah,
it's like when someone's working all the match, they're working this one body part. Brett used to do it fantastically. He used to do the lower back and the legs, right? He'd do the moves that would impact certain body parts. So then when he puts you in that sharpshooter, you're already weakened up. That is telling a story in the ring. That is how you work, right? That is how you soften someone up for your finisher. That's the whole point of wrestling. That's why people have your setup moves and then your finisher, right? So that is telling a story in the ring. Telling a story in the ring isn't sitting there cross-legged, looking at each other, just smacking each other in the face. Who's harder? None of you are harder. It's fake fighting.
New season of Power Slap looks shit.
Bruv, it's fake fighting. What do you mean, who's hardest, bruv? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't. It's supposed to be a story, the setup for the match. Yeah? The story. It's, you know, even the
and I've also said before, anyone that's aspiring to be a wrestler, watch the last 10 minutes of Angle Michaels at WrestleMania 21.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, you'll pick up so much shit from that.
You know, it is when you it fucking, as I'm watching through these WrestleManias, when you're getting into the like WrestleMania, you know, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, there are multiple 5-star matches on every single one of them shows. You know, maybe not the beginning, the 15s and your 16s or whatever. There's a couple matches here and there. But when you're getting into them, you know, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, where I am at the moment, you've got
WrestleMania 19, it's got Shawn Michaels and Chris Jericho.
Oh, a fucking phenomenal match. WrestleMania 19, again, is possibly one of my favorite WrestleManias. You've also got Kurt Angle versus Brock Lesnar, which was, it's a 4.9 fucking stars. If
it's only like, it's difficult because it's very much remembered by the
For the
botched
botch.
sorry, yeah.
But
So,
without that botch, which wasn't Kurt's fault, right? That's a 5-star match every day of the week, twice
Yeah.
on Sundays. Without argument. Without fucking argument. So this is a fucking nonsense. These people, have they just started watching wrestling in the last, since AEW's been on?
no, this one was from a bigger account. You know, I wouldn't say big names because nobody's a big name like that's not actually taking the bumps or anything. There is no, unless you were formerly in the business like your Jim Cornettes or Vince Russo's or whatever. This is just an account that has got a bit of a following.
Yeah, but you know
A few
why they're
simps. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You know why they've got a following, because it's a gal and she's doing
Yes.
some fucking duck face platypus thing in her profile picture. That's why it's
It
the
is what it
simp.
is, man.
That's
Each
the
to their
reason
own.
why. That's what I'm saying. If we puckered up in our profile picture and that, and we were going for that simp dollar,
Maybe we should.
that's the thing. That's the only reason why they've got a following. There's no way. They're talking absolute nonsense. Anyway, fucking tangent over.
This next one, I'm gonna let you take a breath because I'm gonna slow down. I'm gonna give you a second, have a drink. Because this next
Mate.
one I took offense to because I think it was fucking stupid to start with. And yeah, I just needed I'll bring my reasoning in very quickly. This one, I didn't even screenshot their name anyway, so the worst wrestling take of all time, he says,
All time.
is that matches need a story beyond both wrestlers want to prove that they are a better wrestler. You're choosing between sporting story or soap opera story. Soap opera story, that is. There's a reason the Premier League makes more money than EastEnders.
What a 42-carat plonker!
This guy's either too young to remember the 90s version of the Premier League and football before that, including real characters like Brian Clough. But tell me Kevin Keegan wasn't cutting a fucking promo on Manchester United when he would love it.
He'd love it if we beat him.
Tell me that's not a fucking promo. Don't. In what universe is there no fucking story in the Premier League? It's not as simple as who's better than who. Week in, week out, there are arguments. There are, players all over the shop calling each other out for this, that, and the other. Football is soap opera.
Of course it is.
I'm not having that.
No, this is the worst wrestling take of all time.
It's
this
one
tweet.
off, yeah.
Because
you need Mourinho's, you need people like that for the box office, for the Premier League to make more money. No one's tuning in to watch some boring ass manager in League One, say, well, we played all right today. Cheers, pal. What's next? On to the next interview. Like, no, you want people like, Arsene Wenger pretending he never saw anything. Alex Ferguson trying to, play his mind games with managers that were close to the top of the league as well. Someone like
characters.
Yeah, Harry Redknapp, who always had something to say.
And bruv, I'm not being funny, and I know I'm fucking biased because I'm a fucking Spurs fan, but Postecoglou, bruv, the guy is fucking a character, and people are
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? He's a funny guy, bruv, and that's all part and parcel of the fucking game.
Fucking sporting story.
But
unbelievable.
The thing is, though, professional wrestling isn't a real sport, is it?
No, it's not.
And that's the fucking point of it, bro. Because it's not about who's the best wrestler. It never really was. And it never really is. Because it's not about who does the best moves and who does how many moves and how it's about why they're doing the moves.
But not a super kick party, no.
But why you care who wins or loses? You're not just watching it to see people do moves because it's boring. You're just seeing people do the same. How are you going to have a whole pay-per-view of every single match being that same shit?
Well, this is something we've brought up before. How would you feel? And this is to our friends and family and listeners and whatever. How would you feel if you watched a pay-per-view that was just match after match after match after match after match?
of that, of just
Yeah,
move,
literally
move.
nothing in between,
No
no
story.
interviews,
Yeah.
nothing. Just match. That's that's going to watch a boxing show in the 90s, in the 80s. That's going, there's what is fucking football without its punditry? Without your Roy Keanes, Gary Neville's, Micah Richards, all of those guys.
Right.
Beforehand, all the other ones, Greavesy and all that. Like,
Oh, enduring image, isn't it? Jumpers for goalposts. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
that's what I mean. It's how can you not have stuff like that? What do you want to do in halftime of a football game? Just go straight to the ads and then just have 15 minutes of fucking ads until the second half starts. Are you mad? This guy pissed me off, like, with
No,
his
this
shit
has
take.
pissed me off because, again, I'm gonna keep refer. This is why I try and do it regularly, and I try and watch a series of stuff, because then you see a timeline of a company going through. I try and do it with WCW and WWE more easily, because we've got the network, and you can do that sort of thing. WrestleMania 22, right? Classic example of how you can have a brilliant match with brilliant wrestling and a fucking fantastic storyline that is gripping, right? And I'm pulling this one out of left field here because
Okay.
people often will forget about this match, right? And how good it was and how good the fucking story was, right? Trish Stratus versus Mickey James,
Okay,
right?
I'm listening.
Go back. I urge people to go back and watch this match at WrestleMania 22, right? Mickey James comes in as one of the divas, right? And she's fucking Trish is the best thing in the world, brilliant. And then it goes into this whole, she's all over her, loves her too much, this obsession, and then it gets a bit stalkery, and then she fucking kisses her, and
But
then
it was all designed for her to take the title off her, wasn't it? Like, it was a
but
massive setup. It was the whole fucking story
it was
of
the
how she was
story.
getting into Trish's head. Yeah, it's amazing. It's
It
good
was
shit.
fucking but then you watch the match, and it is I love Mickey James. I don't care what company she's in. I
Yeah.
don't care. I'm sorry, Nick. She's phenomenal. Okay. That match, Trish Stratus versus Mickey James, WrestleMania 22, I can happily sit down and, like, people say whatever they want to say about women's wrestling or whatever, okay? But you've got two of the best in the game, really, there. Two of the best in women's wrestling at that time, for sure, right? Mickey James can work, bro. She can wrestle, right? She's very, very good. And in that match, it didn't have to be. It was intense. There was stuff going on that was for the story, and Mickey's giving it the crazy eyes and the smile
Yeah.
and all that. Phenomenal story, good match. That's wrestling, bro. If there's no story behind the match, in real life, okay, if you want to talk about a fight, right? Unless it's like a prize fight where they used to have back in the day, when you'd have Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby Heenan talking about, oh, they're gonna lose the winner's money.
Yeah.
You know them ones. They're gonna lose the winner's money, but they've kept their belt. You know them ones when they
Yeah.
used to fucking when it was like that. That was why people were fighting to get the titles and all that. But there were still storylines involved in that anyway. When it comes to professional wrestling, the only reason why these people are fighting is because of they for whatever reason they're butting heads over a story. It's not just because so every single wrestling match, from what this dickhead is saying, all it needs to be is, I'm better than you, and let's get in the ring and let's just prove who's better than one another. It's nonsense. That's
These
boring.
these guys and these, and I'm coining a term from our good friend Bishop, these AEW throaters,
The Gluckers, bro.
the Gluckers indeed. They wouldn't, I don't think they would have survived a show like WWF Primetime, the round table stuff. Which was brilliant as well. Let's not forget how good that was. Bobby Heenan, at a fucking round table for an hour or wherever it was. just going through it. Like, they wouldn't have enjoyed that shit. I'm sure they don't enjoy the older versions of Primetime that are on the network as well, where it's Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby Heenan who are doing some of their best work together. I just, yeah, what a shit take that was. I think we'll have to move on. We can't give him too much more time on
all
that.
all that tweet is attempting to do is to justify the lack of stories in AEW's production. That's all it's doing.
I do get it. I do. I really understand why they do it. It's because their favorite thing isn't number one. It isn't, everyone's taste. It's not the best in the world. And ratings and attendances and all that stuff, backs that fact up.
But
It's not, but they want it to be they want it to be the best. They want it to be like so bad, but they do it in such an awful way that it's fan repellent.
it's you can have a wrestling match every now and again where you've got two guys like Kurt Angle versus Brock Lesnar who are both wrestlers, who are both amateur wrestlers, who are both, Greco-Roman. Who's the best? Yeah, you can do that, right? Sometimes, but there's still a story behind it.
Do you think it's in a way it's because the wrestlers are taking themselves a little too seriously? I'm pretty sure people like, Danielson take themselves too seriously now. They maybe didn't in the WWE, but you look at some of, Ken Shamrock, he was involved in storylines.
Yeah.
One of the toughest guys around at the time. Dan Severn, the same.
Yeah.
Haku, King Haku. They all did storyline. They all did some form of story. Haku was part of the Heenan family. These big tough guys. It wasn't just who's better than who.
No, but even someone like Harley Race,
Yeah.
okay? Harley Race, they all understood, and Harley Race is one of the toughest sumbitches fucking out there, right? But they understand and understood what professional wrestling was.
Yeah.
It's a story, and the stories matter. That's the fucking point of it. The fake fighting to a point doesn't matter. Does it?
No. And the biggest case in point was I watched it was an indie show I was watching late at night, couldn't sleep the other night. It was live, and it was Cardona and the guy who played Stingray from Cobra Kai. And they had this it's semi-death match and whatever, and Cardona gets powerbombed through a flaming table, but it's fun. It's you understand that that there's still a story in there.
Yeah.
They've been going at it online and stuff. It's online again. It's always online now, isn't it?
But that is the theater in which things are getting played out, bro. That is the theater of how they are keeping kayfabe going.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Like the illusion of the back and forth. Great.
All right. Let's move on to a shorter one, very short one. It's still great. Bloodline fans don't actually like wrestling. They like kayfabe records and statistics.
Oh, what a plonker!
So nobody likes wrestling. All those people that watch the Bloodline, all those millions that watch Bloodline stuff on YouTube and that, they don't like wrestling. They just like kayfabe records, kayfabe, and statistics.
Bro.
Let's just give this one a quick going over and move on.
Mate,
because it's crap, isn't it?
The whole bloodline thing isn't even about the kayfabe record they're talking about is all part of the story. It's all part of, and the statistics don't matter because if Triple H wanted to take the title off him, he could do. It's not a real title, right? It's all part of a fucking story, you morons. Your champions are not really fucking champions. They were told to do it. These people are fucking moronic, mate.
Very weird.
The whole story of the bloodline is the whole thing of the bloodline has been stories. It's been about the family having these ins and outs and backs and forths, and Jay and fucking Jimmy, and The Rock now coming into it, and this is all been part of an ongoing thing. But that's not the only story that's been going on in WWE.
No,
It's been
yeah,
it's been a big part of it, but it's not been the only story.
But again, another whopping shit take from a shit poster. So whatever next.
Another fucking Wally.
Yeah, another Wally, another plonker.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the next plonker. Bring him on in. Oh, this is class. Since Mercedes' debut, AEW has sold over 1,200 tickets. 1,200 for the upcoming episode of Dynamite. Yet no wrestling medias or big engagement accounts are talking about it. They all clearly have an agenda, and they're not even trying to hide it.
What a 42-carat plonker you really are!
But Bob, where do you even start with that? The fact that the geezer has got Mercedes Moné as his profile picture, and then big business in his name.
He's one of those famed Mercedes / Sasha stands that really go in if anyone dare speak badly about Mercedes. I mean, I got nothing really to say about Mercedes at the moment. She's made her debut on Dynamite. I don't think it's going to go as well as everyone else, as others might think it will. I think the show he's talking about in question is the show that is technically tonight. Today is Wednesday, and it's the show in Toronto where the main event is Christian and Edge. I really don't think Mercedes is the one shifting those tickets. What do we know? Yeah.
Canadians, two of Canada's homegrown heroes against each other in Canada, but yet they're not the draw. Mercedes Moné is the draw. And
but basically, what I think has probably happened is ticket prices have dropped to fill wherever they are in Toronto, and people have realized it is Edge and Christian in some sort of match. I don't know what it is, but it's for the TNT Championship.
Right.
I can't see it. I'm almost certain that Mercedes's pull in Canada isn't. I mean, this guy obviously thinks she's got a massive fan base in Toronto, but I'm thinking it's Christian and Edge, mainly Christian, but
mate, she's not even wrestling though, is she?
No, of course not.
What, everyone's buying the tickets just to hear her chat in the ring?
Yeah, I guess no one wants to see the story of Edge and Christian. No one wants to see that. Maybe let them prove who's better, but that's it. Like, no story, please.
What a plonker.
But yeah, and indeed a massive plonker. Let's move on to this next one, the one which has got us in a little trouble or hot water, as if you will. Start getting us the DMs from morons. Please stop giving ignorant old men like Russo, Cornette, Disco, and the rest the attention they so desperately crave. They are poison, plain and simple. The wrestling world has passed them by. Leave them to scream into the void. Only their own echoes fit.
Don't believe it. What a plonker. What a plonker.
Oh boy. I don't like. I mean, we've already responded to this, but yeah, ignorant old men like Russo, Cornette, and Disco. I know people have their misgivings about Cornette. He might have said some racist things in the past. I think there are videos of it, but it's weird to go after them like that. But again, and I'm not naming names, but it's a Fightful account, and they are some of the biggest attention whores in all of Twitter. What more can you say?
These so-called wrestling journalists wish they were part of the business, but they're not.
Yeah.
And they wish they did half of what any of those three did in the business. Like, I mean, people like to talk about Cornette, they talk about Russo, they talk about Disco. I mean, obviously, you know, we're pals with Billy Barty, and he's had his backwards and forwards with Disco about bits and bobs. But
Yeah.
even Billy probably wouldn't deny what Disco had done in his time in the business. Like, you can't really argue that those guys there, you know, and Billy's done stuff with Russo there as well. You
Yeah.
know, it's these people wish it's all very jealousy based.
Envious, yeah.
It's very envious. It's very, you can feel the vitriol towards people that have done more in the wrestling business than these fuckers will ever be involved in the wrestling business. So the online presence has given them this veil of they think that they're involved, that they're in the business, and they ain't. And they never will be.
Yeah.
So ultimately,
Oh, they might get to a scrum at some point. Yes, the almighty scrums where Fightful get to ask a lot of questions about nothing.
yeah. I need more race, dude. I'm
Yeah,
fucking draining me.
let's. I'll keep up the next one because it's another classic.
The fucking doozy.
Yeah. Okay. This one's good. Let's be honest. AEW feels like the big league right now, and WWE the secondary promotion.
Oh, what a plonker.
That can't be real, dude.
It's real.
No, they can't mean it.
I think they mean it. I really do. They tweet these things, and maybe it's engagement farming. Maybe it is, but
That
I mean,
can't. They
it's.
can't.
I mean, if not, it's an amazing comedy account. Like I said, we love a bit of satire on this show, and that is very satirical.
Satire.
AEW feels like the big league right now, Chris. The big league. It's because they got Osprey, Okada, and Mercedes, isn't it?
Yeah, but this is the thing. There was an article that was put out, and it was like, you know,
The New York
something
Times.
to do with,
yeah.
you know, the New York Times. You know, who writes this fucking absolute drivel? Like, right, so AEW have signed Will Ospreay, Mercedes Moné, Okada. Who was the other one
I don't know.
that they quoted?
In
Edge, right?
Yeah, in real terms, like those are all good signings. But when you look past just the mere fact that they're signings, you look at, you know, the amount of money they've given Okada, the amount of money they've given to Mercedes. Like all of a sudden those good signings turn into poor deals.
When you have, look what happened in WCW, right? We see it happening again. You've mentioned this. We spoke about it in our last interview when we was at Billy Barty's house. When we were sitting on his couch, you know, it looks like, if you watch that video, yeah, it looks like the way I'm leaning back is like I'm literally Rick James, just to be like, fuck your couch. That was literally like the way I'm lounging in it. I'm sorry, Bill, if you thought I was going to be like, oh, fuck your couch, but I didn't do that. But yeah, we spoke about it even with Bill. Like, when you've got a company that is doing what WCW did, you had WCW that had obviously paid X amount of money for X amount of talent, and then you start bringing other people in that are getting paid a ridiculous amount of money. The other people that are there, that are the workhorses, that are doing the majority of the work, and they've built that company up, they're turning around and going, hold on a minute, like,
Yeah,
we've been
Thunder
here
Rosa, Britt Baker.
Yeah, you know, we've been doing this stuff, and you've now, you know, because we're hearing rumblings already that there are people in the AEW women's locker room that are
They can't be pleased that sort of money's been thrown around.
Yeah,
They
but
can't
have we
be.
even, has that even been clarified that that's real? Because I heard some ridiculous figure that it can't be real.
I heard it was something to the tune of about 3 million a year, maybe even a bit more.
Yeah, so someone said 10. First of all, they said 10 million a year. Right, that was nonsense. But I can believe 3 million a year over 3 years would be 10 million quid.
Yeah, probably with merch sales and whatnot. If she makes it to 3 years.
Yeah, but again, we're going to see. I think we're going to see a lot of drama there. We're going to see. I mean, I still can't believe that he's paying Moxley £6 million. Is that real?
Well, he's paying a card of 4.5 million, right?
A year.
Yeah.
I mean, that is unreal. I mean, like I say, but I fucking, I fucking don't. Oh, mate, give me Dean Ambrose any day, right?
Yeah.
I ain't even joking, bro. Give me Dean Ambrose. John Moxley in his current form is not worth £6 million a year.
Not worth 2 million a year.
No,
I'm
but this is
sorry,
the
like
thing.
it's
A lot of
not.
them ain't. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if you're gonna pay, you've got such disparity of wages for what people are doing. It's really weird, bro. It's a fucking weird flex, bro. Of course these women are gonna look at what Mercedes has been paid, but then on the other hand, you've got Mercedes who's going to be in there saying, "Look, you paid me all this money. I've got to be the top of the top. Surely I'm the top of the top."
She's going to want main events
Of course
on
she is.
pay-per-views
Yes.
over, your championship matches, over Samoa Joe, over
Yes.
Osprey and whoever he's
Yes.
going to wrestle. She's going to want those.
Yes, she
She's
is.
going to want those record-breaking moments, or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah. She's
First
on a
time this,
revolution.
first time that. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
You know, and the thing is, so I might sound like a fucking broken record, but AEW doesn't have the infrastructure to create those moments for the women wrestlers. On the pay-per-views, they're getting one, maybe two matches, not even two matches on a lot of the pay-per-views. And on the weekly shows, it's even worse. And
Yeah.
then can you see Mercedes Moniz like on Ring of Honor?
No.
You get what I'm saying? Is she even going to want to go on Rampage?
Or Collision? No.
She's not going to want to, is she? She's going to want to be main event in Dynamite. She's going to want to be up there, and she's going to be turning around. And this is going to create problems because you've already got people going to TV, finding out what's going on and going, "No, I'm not doing that." This is going to be problems. This is going to be problems if you're going to sign someone like Mercedes Moan, you want to make sure that your women's division is fucking stacked. Yeah, you want to make, and it's not.
You
It's
also want to make sure your women's division is aware and is playing ball, because if you've got a disgruntled women's division come in and then someone come in and make a shit ton of money more than them, all it does is create a toxic atmosphere.
Yeah, I mean, where's Britt Baker been?
Yeah, she's been away. I don't know if there's been an injury or not, or maybe she's healing up from injuries and whatever.
Yeah.
Same with Thunder Rosa. She's barely been on TV. She got healthy.
She's just come out recently, though, isn't she?
Even someone like Athena, like, they're saying what great work she was doing in Ring of Honor. We'll put her on fucking telly then.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Yeah. This is the thing.
They just
Ring of
don't get
Honor,
it.
yeah, but Ring of Honor isn't TV, is it?
No.
That's the thing. When they say putting them, oh yeah, they're doing great work. Well, yeah, put them on telly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Put her on.
Yeah.
Put Athena on, not Collision again. Stop. Or Rampage. Put her on Dynamite.
Yeah, but this is the thing. This is going to be the ongoing issue. This is going to be, if you want to build up your women's division, you've got to give them time on the main TV show.
Yeah. I think Athena has every reason to feel disgruntled about something like that. Someone who's been putting in the work and is no doubt ready to be on bigger shows than Ring of Honor, and will become an afterthought unless she gets pushed into it, which I don't think will happen. I'll be surprised. Every right.
I mean, yeah, and it's be interesting to see what they do with Mercedes going straight in, who she's going to be.
It's like Julia Hart and that, like all that TBS nonsense, like yawn.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy, dude. That is going to be entertainment in itself, in and of its fucking self.
Moving on to our next Wally.
Yeah,
this is class, and I've got something to say about it straight away. Starting to believe that Jade and Andrade, I think he's referring to Jade Cargill, were signed by WWE to simply spite AEW.
What a 42-carat plonker you really are!
I get this vibe that a lot of AEW fans feel that they've got that sort of main character syndrome thing where they think that they're,
Yeah.
it's the most important thing, when it's more likely AEW is that non-playable character that you beat the fuck out of on GTA when you steal their car.
Mhm.
And you, instead of just stealing the car, you give them a good old-fashioned whooping for no reason other than
The
you just,
prosy that you shag and don't pay, and then you beat them up.
that's the character. That's what we're looking at here. They've got this like weird obsession with it being the top thing, and it's really not. WWE is not signing anyone to spite AEW. They didn't even sign CM Punk to spite AEW.
Yeah,
They signed CM Punk to, give themselves a massive boost on their bottom line, which is fucking money.
yeah. And viewers,
Jesus.
eyes on
Yeah.
that's the thing. They're in
Social
two
media
different
views,
realms.
social media clicks, yeah, all of that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
Not to see if we can annoy Tony Khan this week.
yeah. It is
Shit
pathetic.
houses.
Yeah, shit houses. Look at me. Don't look at me. Shit houses. Like, mate, Jade and Andrade left AEW because they weren't happy with how things were going. It's got
Yeah.
nothing to do with WWE signing them to spite and what, because they haven't appeared on for even Jade Cargill. She said something recently, didn't she? She goes, "Oh, people keep asking me why I have, or whatever." She's like, "I'm not gonna have a proper match then, just because people keep asking me. I can afford not to."
Yeah. I can
Like,
imagine she can't. Yeah, she can just do what she wants.
that at the end of the day, she had a fucking fantastic Royal Rumble. The problem is WWE do things differently and they build people up differently. So they waited, they signed her, they trained her properly, they got her through going through stuff, they put her in the Royal Rumble. They've obviously watched that again and said, right, this is where do you think we're gonna go with this? What we're gonna do with this? They're not AEW rush everything. They rush everything. I don't give a fuck what these fucking dickheads say. There's no long-term storytelling. There's none. There's no thought process going into what we're going to be doing down the line.
All they have to do, and it's so simple. Jade Cargill comes out of the Rumble. She dumps out Nia Jax, does that big thing, makes waves.
Yeah.
All she has to do next is come out at the end of Bailey and Io or Rhea and Becky and just come out and look and clap or point at them or whatever. That's it.
Yep.
That's the next step.
Yep. Yep.
She's a special attraction.
She is. But the thing is, though, they tried to do that in AEW. They tried to make her a special attraction, but all they did was throw nothing jobbers at her and not train her properly and made her look fucking trash.
Yeah.
But what WWE are doing that, like Triple H said, we want her to be ready for anything that gets thrown at her.
Yeah, it's
Which means they will be throwing stuff at her. They're not going to. We've seen WWE release people that they're not using or interested in using. So they're not going to just sign people to spite them. It is not run on that bitchy, catty, petty level. That's not how they work. But AEW is built on that petty, catty level of bitchiness. Of, oh, fucking, they're only doing this to spite this. Oh, look at it. That is not. WWE don't sign people if
the
they're
Khan
not.
crybabies.
Yeah, the Khan crybabies.
Yeah.
For sure. Oh, my God.
Right. Last but not least, there are 3 screenshots here, and these were DMs that we got after we decided to take on the almighty Fightful with 1 tweet. So name and numbers, man. Simple message. You're a loser. I can't help myself
I
in
know.
these
I saw this.
situations, and I can't. And the first response I give him is, "Your mother seems to like us."
That's right.
I thought, yeah, that's enough. Like, block, move on. Like, so a new account props up, and it's a Just you're a loser. So it's the same guy.
Mhm.
So yeah, yawn, touch grass, man. Like go and live a life. Like do
Yeah.
something. Get out the basement.
Go and have a wank.
Yeah, whatever. Like do that. Yeah. Go and smash the life out yourself. Go, smash yourself all over the shop and some other fucking shops. I don't know. And then after that block, minutes later, they come back with another new account. This is
Yeah.
so weird.
And they
This is so
admitted it as well.
strange. Yeah.
They admitted that it was them in the other account.
Most notifications you've got in forever, loser. Last account. Don't worry, you're forever a loser though. Like, I mean, they love the word loser, I get it. But what possesses someone with free time to make two, three accounts in this weird attempt to troll? Because it didn't really get under our skin or anything. It's not a tough trolling sort of account thing here. It's like so I had to say, look, you've made two brand new accounts in your free time to troll. Right? All because they couldn't accept that we talked down about Fightful.
Mhm.
And yes, I did go in a little bit harder and call him a fucking cretin that needs a hard drive checking. I mean that with all my being. I do think they need their hard drive checked because they could quite possibly be a weirdo.
They're a fucking Savile, bro. I'm telling you.
Absolute Findus man, and we all know it.
Fucking Findus, man, believe.
I don't understand the level of stupidity that people have sometimes, and maybe it's right not to go back at them, but the geezer's mum likes us. What can I say?
That's what I'm saying. I linked his mum because I linked his sister, innit? You know what I mean? It's
Yeah. I
it's
mean,
incredible.
guys, let us know. Let us know if you enjoyed what we've just done here, because we've had a lot of fun, and Chris has wasted a lot of energy. Luckily, he's had Wraith to keep him going during his energy sapping moments here.
Needed it. Needed it, bro. Like,
And by all means, guys, if you are listening or watching or whatever, give us, if you've found a tweet that you think deserves to be on the shit list and be on the Plonker show, send it our way. We will shout you guys out. If you send it to us, we will give you a shout out. And of course we will, because we're not dicks. So how do you feel after that, Chris?
bro, I just feel a bit dirty. Like, I feel. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
Bit tired.
I'm a bit tired, bro. I'm a little bit weird. I'm a little bit whoa. Like, I'm a geezer usually, and now I just feel drained. Like, the only thing I can think is I'm trying to look at this from my point of view and using my brain. And the only thing I can come to the conclusion is these have got to be parody accounts.
They're not. Some of them definitely aren't parody accounts. Some of them are genuine wrestling accounts. And that face tells the story, doesn't it? Like,
I can't believe that these are real people with real takes. And if they are, I feel sorry for them. Genuinely. Like, I genuinely feel sorry for these people because, I mean, it can't be a happy life. Bruv, like, we love wrestling, okay?
we do.
We go to wrestling shows, we buy wrestling stuff, we travel here and there to do stuff to do with this podcast. Yeah. We fucking, we drove around the M25 to fucking go to Billy Barty's house because we were invited round there, so we love wrestling and we love talking about wrestling with people, but we also do other stuff, dude. Like, we watch football. I play Magic the Gathering. I was playing Magic the Gathering tonight. Yeah. Like, that's what we were doing before this show. I was out in my local geek retreat. You know what I mean? Playing fucking Magic the Gathering with like-minded
I was
people.
watching classic EastEnders with the missus, so
Bruv, you slag.
yeah, I ain't hating on that. Like, and that was also there was another tweet. I didn't screenshot it, but someone took obvious offense to what we'd said and said that's why we don't get women and stuff. And It was an odd sort of. It was an odd thing to say to us.
Someone, hold on, what did they say?
They say that's why we don't get women and all this, like,
Why
why we have,
we don't get
why
women?
we don't have women and stuff like that in our lives. And it was a very odd thing to say, but
Bruv, it's just weird, bruv. We're
yeah.
fucking both in long-term fucking relationships, married. Like,
Yep. Yeah.
these people are fucking weird, bruv. Because again, it's what they're doing is reflecting.
Yeah.
They are the ones that can't get gal. Yeah, they're the ones, you know, that need to be hello, darling, hello, good looking, tip of eye. Remember that. Like these people need to go out and find some gal. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
we're we're good, bruv. Like we're fine. Yeah, I'm happy doing the podcast, watching wrestling. I go to work, I do my job. You know what I mean? I go out, I play Magic the Gathering. I went to the theatre yesterday.
What'd you see?
Most Haunted with Yvette Fielding.
Okay.
I ain't even joking, bruv. I went with my missus because it's her birthday this week.
That's why there was the picture of you with the Dream Boys, right?
Yes, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was in the theatre and I was just about to have my audition for the Dream Boys. So I took a picture in front of the Dream Boys thing and sent it to my main man, JB.
Yeah.
So
You'll see it, guys. Don't worry.
yeah, I'm sure that's what you know what I mean. I knew I was opening up to my all manner of madnesses, yeah. But yeah, like we have a life, bruv. I was in the theatre last night. You know what I mean? Playing fucking Magic tonight. You know, might be playing Magic tomorrow, I think, as well. Friday, you know,
Hell.
might even play Magic on Friday as well. Fuck it. You know
Stop
what I mean?
it.
Yeah, trust me, bruv.
Well, it's international football this week. Nobody gives a fuck about that, do they?
That's what I'm saying,
Yeah,
bruv.
there's
No one cares.
no proper club football on.
No,
So
mate. So,
yeah.
and I mean, fucking, I'm a Spurs fan. So at the moment, I don't give a fuck about football, mate. When we're pathetically losing to fucking Fulham, waste man.
Of all the teams.
I
All
know.
the teams to
I know
lose to,
it's
yeah.
fucking unreal, dude.
Yeah.
How ironic. How hilariously ironic. But yeah, like, you know, I feel sorry for these people because they're sad, bruv. They're just reflecting their own loserness. Like, do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we couldn't give a fuck, mate. We live our lives with our kids, with our missus, doing bits and bobs, living life, going to work, doing bits and bobs, having we love our wrestling, you know, but we do other shit, you know. I bought a wetsuit today because I'm going on holiday. So I bought a new wetsuit today as well. So, you know,
On its own as a clip, just Chris said, I bought a wetsuit.
yeah,
I can use that.
you get what I mean? I'm giving you fucking ammo here, bro. But, you know, it's just that, you know,
Or was that wetsuit anything to do with the Dream Boys?
no comment. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Right. So, you know, we love wrestling, but it's not the be all and end all, and we don't get offended when people say shit. The only, you know, reading out of these tweets, the takeaway is that I feel sorry for these people, innit?
Yeah.
Like genuinely, like
we've
when
had a lot of fun,
them,
but we're not naming names, so
yeah, you know, and it's just like you're reading them and you're like, is this real? It can't be real. That's why I'm getting like animated and sort of angry at it because I'm like, are these people for real? Are they saying it just to upset people and troll people or make out that we're stupid or something? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand. You know, so it's just a fucking weird flex, bruv. Like, it's just, do you know what I mean? Like, it's just a weird flex. I genuinely don't get it. So, you know, we're going to continue to do what we do, which is enjoy wrestling, which is watch wrestling, which is talk about wrestling. We've got some cracking interviews coming up.
Indeed.
You know, we've got some cracking interviews coming up. We've got some good stuff in the pipeline, and we always do good stuff. Like I say, you know, we're always looking out and reaching out to people and talking to people about doing interviews. We should do some more reviews, because that was where we found that was our bread and butter. We are going to do
got the room for it, right?
we got, but that's what I'm saying. We're going to do the watch alongs. We're going to start doing possibly some watch-alongs where me and JB are sitting here in the room watching something on the TV, talking about it, discussing it as we go, and then people can watch along with us, and we can have the breaks at the matches, and people can, there'll be fun stuff. But yeah, I just feel sorry for these people, bruv. I mean, you're not gonna see these people getting excited about opening 2011, Slam Attacks Rumble cards, are ya? Looking,
No,
you
you're
know,
not.
looking for the foil card or the champion rainbow foil. You're not gonna find. They're not gonna. Oh, am I gonna?
If you're gonna open a pack, open it now.
Okay, I'm gonna open it now.
Because people will want to they want to know exactly what you got in there first, but then after that, I think they're going to want to shut it down.
They're gonna want to shut it down.
Yeah.
So let's open it. Let's see what we got. So there's all the how to play booklets. Don't worry about them. Oh fucking hell! What a card to get. Okay, so
Is it one of your?
no, I've got David Hart Smith.
That's a good one, but I
Ready?
don't think his scores will be that high, will they?
Check this next one. No, it was 55 defense, 44 attack. Who's this bad boy? Fucking Cody Rhodes. Dashing Cody Rhodes, that one, right?
Oh, it's not the American Nightmare, is it?
No, that is the one with the face mask. Remember?
Yeah.
That's Dashing Cody Rhodes, isn't it?
It's potentially your future WWE Undisputed Universal Champion right there.
Oh, dude. All right, so Tamina.
Hey, I like Tamina.
Yeah.
Solid
Check out
worker
this-
for like 50 years, right?
Check out this bad boy. Vader.
Oh, shit. I mean, his scores are low. I'm disappointed with the scores he's been given, but
Yeah,
that's not 1991 Vader, is it?
no. And then lastly, IRS.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, he's going into the Hall of Fame, isn't he? Not as
Yeah.
IRS though. He's going in as the US Express with Barry
Yeah.
Windham, right?
That's right.
Yeah. So, yeah, man.
Fucking. So there you go. That is just.
So
'Cause I-
keep your eyes out on TikTok because we will be opening some more and probably doing it live because that is
Yeah,
way more fun and chaotic than
absolutely.
recording.
But I needed to do something cathartic after that, bro.
Like a samurai, yeah.
Yeah, like the samurai, the way of the samurai, bro. When you go out there and you're doing all manner of madness and you're cutting people up and you're at war, when you come home to balance out that negative energy, you got to do something artistic, play some music, get your loot out. Yeah, you get what I mean? Draw something, do some art, do some singing, write some poetry. Yeah, there you go. That was my my
That's good.
woosah
That's
fucking
good.
moment there.
So if of course you are listening on Apple or Spotify or whatever, like iTunes or that, like hit the 5-star thing, hit the like thing, do all that stuff, leave us a comment. We obviously appreciate it. We are currently ranked in the UK and Australia. So as always, big up Australia. And big up
Fucking good on
big
you,
up the
mate.
home. Yeah, big up the home of the UK, keeping us in the charts, in the podcast charts anyway, in the listening
Right.
sections. If you're watching on YouTube, there's a subscribe button, hit it. There's a like button, hit that too. Slap our bells, tickle our bells, if you will. Leave us a comment, unless you're looking to just cause trouble, which has happened again with another Billy video. People get upset with Billy for like literally everything. Like, and it's quite boring and sad after a while.
That's right.
Yeah.
We just went round there to watch the football and do a podcast, mate. It was
Exactly, yeah.
It was
And
literally like
it was a shitload of fun, and those sort of things where we get together and actually chat to people in a real setting instead of on Zoom or whatever, like it's so much fun, so cool. Like we really enjoy it. And yeah, shout out to everyone on X or Twitter, anyone that's like joins the conversation, sends us messages, retweets our stuff. There's quite a few people out there that do that. There's Bishop, there's James, there's Graham, all those really cool people that like, the cool side of the IWC, as
cool
I'm sure. Yeah.
have
Not
their
even
collars up.
Not even that, just people that aren't fucking nutcases.
That's right. It's
Yeah.
a fucking complete Fruit Loops.
Yeah. So what else we got to say, Chris?
Bro, just keep drinking that Wraith energy. Use the link in the description. Use the promo code GRAPPLE. You can get 10% off. There is a special offer at the moment. You know, it was at the filming of this video, and they do them all the time. But when you go on there, you spend X amount of money. You can get a load of free samples, which are these things that we've got here. You know, all these free samples, all the different flavors that you can get, fucking loads of them. So you can get loads of them for free when you put on an order. You know, keep your eyes peeled on what we're doing, because we are on Twitter, we are on Facebook, we are on Instagram, we are on TikTok, we are soon to be on OnlyFans. So you know, yeah, it's happening, bruv. I'm sorry. So keep your eyes peeled. We've got some good shit going on. We've always constantly trying to put out content for everybody. We've got a great interview coming up this coming week as well. We're really looking forward to that. Bit of an exclusive. So yeah, man, just fucking, we're going to keep doing what we're doing. We're going to keep one eye on what ally. We're going to keep one eye on the IWC, but not all the time. Yeah.
No.
We're going to stay focused on what we're doing, which is enjoying wrestling, talking about wrestling, thinking about wrestling, watching wrestling, putting out content, opening fucking cards, stickers. You know, we're going to be looking at memorabilia. And you know what I've done? I've only gone and fucking, I had to do it, mate. I was looking at my In Your House things, and I'm missing 2 of the In Your Houses. Well, I'm not. I'm only missing 1 now because I bought In Your House 17. It's on its way. So then I just need 1 more, which I've eyed one up on eBay, but the guy won't take my offers. So I think I'm going to have to just pay what he wants to pay for it. But a small price to have a complete collection.
It's
right?
true, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're talking like
Let's
less.
hope he's not listening and he jacks the price up even more.
Do you get what I mean? But
Yeah.
fucking yeah, I just got In Your House 17. That's on its way. So yeah, you know, we're gonna keep doing what we're doing. We don't pay these people no mind really, because like we're saying, they're just a reflection of themselves. They're not JB. They're not Chris Dredd.
I mean, we'll pay in mind if a show like this blows up.
Mate, but this is the thing. Chat Grappling and Cheap Pops podcast. We do what we do. We love what we do. And we couldn't give a fuck about these things, but we will have, for shits and giggles, another plonker show, right? We're going to have another one, right? I mean, these tweets just keep coming.
It's WrestleMania season. They're just going to keep coming.
But it's constant. They're just feeding us content. So thanks.
Yeah. Thank you so much to everyone that's listening, watching. We can't say anything else. We love you guys. We really do appreciate you. Take care. I'm JB, the man next to me, the best Chris in all of wrestling podcasts. It's fucking true. It's Mr. Chris Dredd. Take care, guys. We will see you next time.
Peace.